Good morning. Good morning. Hoping everyone is doing well today. I'm Kathy Hampton from Wellside Retreats and Wellness and Healing Practices. Um, thank you for coming in to journal with me. At least I hope that you're coming in to journal with me and spend some time for some morning inspiration. Um, Wellness and healing practices includes journaling as one of the practices that help to gain clarity, self-awareness, self-observation, and so much more. It's also helping many people get organized over their day to day when you journal and make a list of things that you want to accomplish or um, actually listing your dreams, your desires, your wishes, your affirmations, affirming yourself with good words. And on Thursdays, we usually spend time doing that. So once again, I'm Kathy Hampton, and if this is something new and this is the first time that you've seen my channel, welcome to Journal with Me, Kathy Hampton Wellness and Healing Practices. We spend about 20 minutes journaling, and if in that 20 minutes you decide that you want to meditate, pray, um, feel feel peaceful, then I encourage you to do that. And if this is something that you like and you want to come back for more, do me a favor, like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so that you're made aware of when a new video will be uploaded. Yeah, so that's kind of the spiel. There's no there's no need for experience when you come here. Um, come as you are, where you are, and with the emotions and feelings that you have at the moment. We'll get into that in a little bit, but I want to say good morning to Catherine Muhammad, one of our most diligent uh, supporters. Journal with me. Thank you, Catherine, for coming in. Good to see you today. Hope everything is well, or as well as can be expected. I really hope that is for you. Well, there will be um, more journalers coming in. I believe and I hope spending some time with me, with us in community. Hey, Katrina Michelle, good to see you from Sri Lanka. All right, good to see you. Glad you could make it on again from Sri Lanka. One of my favorite places that I've never been to. It just looks so good and so yeah, so vibrant. So yeah, I hope to get there one of these days soon. Um, so pull out your journal, have it at least ready, at least ready for the journaling session that we're going to have. Um, I have a journal. It doesn't actually have to be a journal. It could be just a piece of paper or some paper, a pen, pencil, paintbrush, whatever you want to document, what medium you want to document on using. So, yeah, get that ready. In the meantime, you let's check in with ourselves. With ourselves, you don't have to share this information, but if you choose to, you can write a note in the comments. How are you doing today? What are you feeling today? When you got out of bed, how do you do feel? Or actually, I should say, how are you feeling right now? If you're just getting out of bed, how are you feeling right now? Okay, take a little time to kind of examine that, sit with that. I'm going to say I'm feeling good. on the spectrum of the feelings, the basic feelings, sad, mad, good, great, okay. How are you doing today? And why are you feeling this way? Go a little deeper. Why are you feeling the way you're feeling? I'm feeling good because I had a long, restful evening. I'm actually feeling good because I had a breathwork session uh, last night with two great people, and it was good. And before the breathwork session, I was fatigued and depleted because I had worked all day, and after you've worked all day, and I thought I would fall asleep in the session, but I didn't. It was relaxing, but it was actually rejuvenating. Yeah, so I was able to sleep well after that breath work. It was really good. So I woke up refreshed. Sometimes you go to sleep, but you don't wake up refreshed. So that's why I'm feeling good today. I was able to accomplish a few things that that I had not done. Uh, and so that's why I can be in a more cheerful mood this morning when I'm speaking to you. So when you can smile, that's a good thing. When you can smile and chuckle a little bit in the morning, that's a really good thing. Yeah. So I'm feeling good. So yeah, that's how you check in with yourself. Catherine says she's feeling pretty good. Katrina says she's feeling lazy. That's a good feeling to me. So yeah, so it's roughly 7:30 your time or 6:30 your time, PM. So you felt quite lazy today. Well, that's all right. And Catherine slept well. Good, good. So that's those reasons why you're feeling the way you're feeling, and however you're feeling is okay. And you know, as we move through this journaling session, you might feel different. Who knows? Change is inevitable, and change happens on a momentary uh, basis. Moment by moment, by minute, by hour. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So Katrina says part of it is because she did not sleep well, which is usual for me. Okay, I understand. I understand. Sleep is sleep can be difficult. Let's put it that way, depending on what's going on around you, inside of you. Yeah, it's a thing, which is unusual. Oh, okay, okay, unusual. All right, okay, all right. Well, I'm glad that it is unusual then for you and that you sleep well most of the time. That's good. But sleep is a big deal. As Yeah, I didn't know it was a big deal until I got a little older. And sleep patterns change, you know. I got you. I got you, Katrina. Yeah, because you're an active person, and usually the more activity we have, I believe, not a doctor at all, but I believe the more activity that we have, when we can exhaust ourselves and naturally, doing good good stuff. Um, our body then wants to rest, and we want to rest, and we do rest well. Um, and it's really important to rest well because we need to rejuvenate our cells, and our brain helps us along the way. So I hope that anybody listening who has not been sleeping well can spend some time learning how to get some good rest. So get ready to do some cleansing breaths to open yourself up. Oops, turn my phone on the wrong thing. Some cleansing breaths as we get ready to kind of calm down our vagus nerves with some air, oxygen, and open ourselves up to being able to write what's on our mind and our heart and our spirit. All right. So if you're wherever you are seated, let's kind of ground ourselves, in our seat. If you're on a bed, feel free to put your sits bones into that mattress, sit up, allowing our spine to, you know, get comfortable, elongated, not stiff, not stiff. You don't want to be rigid, but comfortable, extending the spine, top of our head being, you know, um, not facing the ceiling, not down here, not hunching over, lowering the shoulders. And I'm in a really bad chair to do this, but our shoulders should be down. Yeah, I have a short neck too. So lowering our shoulders, they're not up here by our ears. That's stressful. That causes a lot of stress. It happens when we are mostly stressed. So relax your shoulders. That's basically what I'm saying. Relax your shoulders. And if you want, you can close your eyes. If not, lower your gaze by looking down your nose at the floor or in front of you, right? We'll be doing 3 cleansing breaths. And you don't have to follow me per se, but just get 3 cleansing breaths in. We'll be breathing through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Okay, and you can hold it if you want to at the top of the breath and then exhale through the mouth. And a good exhalation is audible. You can hear it, okay? The stomach will balloon open, your belly, your diaphragm will open up when you inhale, and then when you exhale, the air will be squeezed out. Just like a balloon, we squeeze the air out of the balloon. The diaphragm will decrease in size. Okay? So let's do that. All right. Inhaling through the nose. One more time. Inhaling through the nose. Last round. Inhaling through the nose. We'll spend some time getting back to your natural rhythm, your natural breathing pattern. Slowly and gently opening your eyes. You can blink them open or raise your gaze, looking around the room in your environment. Okay? Coming back to home, as they say, coming back to what is familiar. All right? I'm going to set the timer to 20 minutes today. And during this 20 minutes, as I said, if you see this on replay, um, you just want to make sure that um, if you haven't, if you finish journaling before the 20 minutes is over, please feel free to sit in meditation or prayer until the 20 minutes is up. You can do that. Okay. All right. We'll be starting with the Ambu chime and ending with the Sakya chime. All right. Thank you for journaling with me. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Good morning. Good good morning to those who've just come in or who have come in while we were writing or meditating. But I actually took some time to meditate at the end of my journaling. If you aren't finished right now, continue with your meditation. Keep me in the background. Go back to your breath, or continue your your writing. And we had my piece come through, and want to say hello to her. She catches a replay in the future. She's enjoying hopefully a lovely Lisbon day. Um, Sivani, good morning to you. Welcome back. Dr. Donna, okay, you're commuting. All right. Very good. Very good. Hope you have a great day, Dr. Donna, on the other end of the commute. I appreciate you stopping by and spending a little time with us. And I hope you can remember, everyone can remember to affirm themselves. Today is Thursday. And if you haven't been affirming yourself this week with a positive, powerful statement about yourself, please take the time to do so. You can write that down or say it to yourself now or sometime today. Think of something good and great and grand about yourself. Yeah, something that you've done, something that you will do, something that you manifest for yourself, but right here in the present. Spend time to do that on a regular basis, not just on Thursdays in this session, in this at this time, but um, give yourself a pat on the back, a big hug, and yeah, open yourself up to what is good in you, what is good into you. This week has been uh, a lot going on with with me, but also there's some wonderful healing and creative uh, events going on um, that I've been either a part of or want to encourage people to take part in. Um, and I've put some of this information in the description on YouTube so that you can either get more information or register. And the first one that I'll mention is the Job Liberation Virtual Summit for Black women. Um, Marissa Price and Kamani Norrington Sands have put together a panel of experienced and experts through experience of regarding the subject of job toxicity and liberating yourself from anyone, from any black woman who is experiencing job toxicity, who needs to be liberated from that type of environment. So the registration is ongoing until tomorrow, and I hope that the goal for Kamani Norrington Sands is to liberate 500 women. I'm not sure how many have registered um, thus far, but I believe that the panel of women that they have to discuss this important subject will be enlightening and provide healing. Um, there will be resources for therapy, for how you get yourself back on track financially if you want to liberate yourself from job toxicity. And I have actually taken the I've actually sponsored someone who I found out a few years ago was suffering um, greatly from uh, a toxic job. It was very debilitating. So, um, if you know of someone who's having a hard time in this area, some people don't talk about it because, they're told, you got to keep that good old job of yours. Um, you know, how are you going to support yourself? Um, then, you know, if 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 you know someone who's having a hard time on their job, they've been there for a long time, suffering, please and let them know about this virtual summit happening this weekend, May 18th and 19th. Okay, and that information is in the description on YouTube and the link. The other the other link that I shared is a Wednesday morning mindful writing session held by Halona Black, who is a writer, um, as well as a freelance writer, as well as um, I guess you would call a lifestyle coach. She is a coach, writing coach, but she also does a lot of other things with respect to mindfulness. And she holds a Wednesday morning mindful writing session, and you can sign up to get on her email list. That is in the description also. She has a small group of women who meet on Wednesday mornings. I try to make it as much as I can. And Halana is a traveler. She's been traveling uh, for about 16 years now, all throughout Southeast Asia, um, Mexico, um, the Caribbean. Yeah. And I actually was introduced to her by Stephanie Perry and Rashida Dow when I first started following them. She was interviewed and found her to be very interesting, and we shared a lot of things in common. So that's it. Also, something that I want to encourage people to do is to meet up with some new people and get different perspectives. It only broadens your scope of being and opens you up to um, more people, more um, interests, potential interests, and yeah, that's who I encourage you to to spend some time with if you can on Wednesday mornings. I believe, yeah, we meet at 8 o'clock when I'm able to attend. We meet at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. She's actually in Mexico right now, so but she holds this at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The other thing is, and I did not put this in the description. I failed to do that, but and I can update that. Is I am part of a writing community called the Sanctuary. It's for BIPOC women, Black Indigenous people of color. Um, Through the Sanctuary, led by Lori L. Tharps, and she is a writer herself. She co-facilitates this community with a woman by the name of Maceo, and her last name is three last names. So I, I'm sorry, I don't remember her three last names, but Navarro, I believe, is Maceo Navarro. I believe that is her last name, and both are living respectively um, in Spain, and the other in Maceo is in Portugal. But uh, they're from the U.S. and have moved abroad for various reasons. And Lori decided to create this beautiful community of women who are interested in writing to get paid, to have their words uh, published. And there's an open house for anyone who would be interested in writing um, and having their work published in different ways. But the goal is to have your words read by others and get paid for your work, your creative pursuits. And I joined um, and went to one open house, and yeah, it it's a great group of women from all over the world who are writing. So I encourage you to consider that there's an open house on Sunday, May 19th at 3 a.m. And I can get that information. If you're on my email list, I'll be sending that out also with all the other resources, because I believe it's important to share resources. I don't know everything, and I can't do everything. There are other people out there doing good stuff that I want you to know about, and to take advantage of. So yeah. So Katrina, let's see. What do you? Can, I find that when I post, it opens the door for the like-minded women to stop by and say hello. Yes. Then we find out we have all these things in common. It is a beautiful thing. Absolutely, Katrina. I totally agree. Um, when you post things, when you open yourself up to expressing yourself and sharing information, or just sharing about yourself, you meet other people, and I think that's also a thing that people do when they move around or they travel. They meet other people. They're allowing themselves to open up to new places, new things, people to talk to engage, in conversation, and you end up having so much in common with people all around the world. Yes, and Katrina, I'm a big fan of yours. I'm a big fan of your personality, your fun personality, but also your images that you capture so easily and gracefully, and they communicate all manner of things, and you have a way of capturing the images. So Katrina Michelle is actually, if I can say, on Instagram. And I swear I find her posting all her beautiful stuff. So these are resources that I actually have on my website resource page. It hasn't been updated in a while, and I need to do that. But yeah, I put that there because people that I believe in or have something I feel in common with, or I I love their perspectives. that's who I put their information on my website. So I hope that you'll find them helpful. We always want to we always want to do something that is helpful to others, and that's what I hope to do. So so if you've already affirmed yourself or will do that today, um, that'd be great. I'm hoping that you will do that. It's Thursday of Affirmation Day. But moving on to some other things, and this was actually inspired by Halona Black's uh, writing group, mindful writing group yesterday. We talked about, limitations, and how, there are some of us who have limiting beliefs. Um, but I wanted to talk about things that you haven't limited yourself in doing, and what are you creating for yourself or want to create for yourself. um, you know because we get to choose. We get to choose. um, oh Halana's name is spelled Halona. Halona Black. And just as her last name is Black, Black. Yeah, Halona Black. And so, we can choose to create something for ourselves and not limit ourselves. So I have, kind of like questions of the day for you, or things that you can write to keep you, I guess, motivated is the key. So a lot of us are aren't motivated based on sometimes our limiting thoughts, um, things that you know get in our way. We get in our way, right? We get in our way and aren't able to uh, really um, make a difference for ourselves. Yeah. So create a list of maybe about 3 to 5 things that you want to accomplish. You choose. You choose what you want, you know, not not allowing someone else to dictate that, and not even you allowing yourself to limit yourself, um, to believing that you can accomplish those things. Or better yet, what are the things that you no longer want to do? What are the things that you're no longer wanting to do and you started doing them because somebody else told you that you should do them, right? We have choices. These are the choices that we can make for ourselves. And when we start believing in ourselves, we can motivate ourselves to do what we want to do or not do the things any longer that we no longer want to do. Think about that. But before I told you, I wanted you to affirm yourself, right? In the most positive way, powerful way. And if you want to participate in this exercise, you want to make sure that you're solid. You want to affirm who you are, what about yourself is so good and yummy, you know, before you do this exercise. Because when you affirm yourself, you're in your most powerful state. And hopefully that will be motivation enough for you to create this list of things that you want to do, take steps toward, right? Or move away from that's no longer serving you. That's the goal today, is to break off the chains of limitation, right? To move forward and all that is freeing. You believe that will be freeing to you because you are positive, you are powerful, you have in your toolbox all the things that you need to be able to move forward. You have a skill set. You have, you know, if you were looking at this video, for those in the future and those who are presently looking, if you are able to hear me, you are blessed. You are blessed to be able to have the resources to be able to log in, to have the hardware, the software, the applications, and you had to have the resources in order to have this opportunity. You're blessed. So you can move forward. You have what you need to be able to do all kinds of things. If you have the paper and the pen, the pencil, you're blessed already to create something for yourself. It sounds really simple and simplistic, but at the same time, uh, it could be a challenge. But all you have to do is take one step because we actually have the freedom to choose, right? Okay, let's see. All right. Sabani says, should the list pertain to what we want to accomplish today or long term? It can be today or long term. Yeah. Sometimes we need to take small or daily steps to accomplish lofty goals. Absolutely. Whatever feels good to you. I believe in taking small steps, especially if change is just happening or occurring in your life, um, and you're just testing the waters. I believe that you take small steps until you feel good and have gained confidence to take a bigger step or a leap, or as you said, Sibani, for the long term, right? Yeah. So, uh, and an example of that, and I use myself as an example only for, yeah, an example, not for anything else, not puffing or bragging, but um, I my goal or the things that I wanted to accomplish, the largest goal that I've had to take deliberate steps on is this move abroad, which I thought would happen last year, but there were other things that I had to take care of. But it was on the list, and then I started working little by little, getting out of my way to accomplish this. I'm still on this journey. It hasn't happened yet, but I'm taking small steps daily to get there. And then, so it's been 2 years that I've had to, you know, stay out of my way, tell myself I can do this, why I wanted to do it, and how I was going to do it, step by step. Yes. So, yeah, the list can be something that you want to do today, tomorrow, or in 2 years. Yeah. Baby steps. Yes. Not to overwhelm you. Yes. That's right, Katrina. That's right. Because we all have our own, we're all different. We have so much inside of us that we have to contend with. And then there's the external that we have to contend with. And sometimes the external, we need to just kind of like say, no, get away, move out of the way, external, right? And then sometimes we have to get out of our way. We have to get out of our way, right? So, yeah. So another example, we were talking about the job liberation virtual summit, and I interviewed Dr. Kamani Norrington Sands on my last video, last collaboration video, and I before meeting with her, I had to think about how long it took me to move away from job toxicity. It took a long time, and I explained in the video that my career has spanned it over 33 years, I believe at this point, 34 years. But I also include um, graduate school, which was very toxic. Um, Law school was not good for me. So so half of my career I experienced, over 15 years worth of job toxicity. And I kept on thinking it would get better if I went to a different place and then go to a different. Nope. So I had to get rid of, and I had to actually make a plan to accomplish getting out of all of that, to heal myself. So things can take long, but when you find the courage to to make a move, to make a change, to learn about different things, um, that will help you along the way, then you can do that. That's why making a plan for something you want to do today, I actually did write something down I wanted to do today, or next week, or 2 years from now, so that you don't get overwhelmed. I say do it. Make that plan. Make that plan. Make that list of things first that you want to accomplish or things that you no longer want to do. I no longer want to do this job, right? So how am I going to not do this and sustain myself? And so since I've done that, I've learned so much from others. Okay? This is where the opening up yourself up to learning from others, even eh, you know outside of a classroom, so to speak, but learning from people who have experienced some of the things that you've experienced, or they are experiencing something that you might want to experience, and that's where the like-mindedness comes from. So this panel on the job liberation virtual summit, they're going to be talking about sustaining yourself financially, um, mental health issues, how to start your own business so that you can move or bridge into sustaining yourself and being your own boss. But liberating yourself from what is no longer serving you, and how to take the steps. I didn't have a panel. I just, I would chime in, and I found people I would do research on all kinds of people. It started. It started really me leaving toxic environment. It really started. I'm going to say when I was looking for a place to not have to pay a whole bunch of rent for, and that's how I met Stephanie Perry. From there, uh, I learned about all kinds of things, and then I started learning about burnout. And there was somebody talking about burnout and overwhelm, and there, and then a friend told me about this woman who had built tiny houses. Oh, well, that's an option. That was Jewel Pearson. So there were all these things coming to me all at the same time. And it was up to me to decide what I wanted to do, could do, when I could do it, how I was going to do it. And I took steps. And I can't believe that all of that has come. That has come through every, and I met other people and I started doing what I wanted to do to, you know, I started I started a business and about healing and wellness when I was only writing about it. So just take steps and time. And there's there's no rush if you don't want to rush. There's no need for rushing, but you do have choices. You can do it any way you want. You can rush if you want. Some people have rushed, and that's them. But you have to do what is for you, what is best for you. So Sabani, okay, she says, I'm currently transitioning from a 9 to 5 career to an entrepreneur. It is taking so many steps. Yes, it is, and having to constantly stay motivated. Yes, it does, and oftentimes move out of my own way to keep going. Absolutely. So that's when um, you know, you you come to a session like this because you want to stay motivated. Because entrepreneurship is actually quite lonely. It is in creating. So, co working is a great way to not be lonely. Um, coming to sessions like this to stay uplifted and in creating, because you are creating something, an entity, you're creating like another world, right? Um, so, yeah. And I'm going to wish you well. I know that you can do it. You can do it if your mind is on it, and you do have to stay out of your way. Sometimes you hear these things that say, "Oh, you can't do that," or who would want what I have to offer, or I'm not, I can't do this. I don't have enough time, or there's plenty out there, but that's why affirming yourself, affirming yourself with good, positive, powerful statements about who you are, what's inside of you, and what you can do with what you have. And I call that the abundance box. It's abundance, all that you have within you, in your mind and in your spirit, that's going to get you to what you want. It's abundance for an abundant life, right? Yeah. We have there's so much more. It's over it's overflowing. We just have to go out there and believe that it is ours. Yeah. All the resources that you need, if you don't have them, they're out there for you. Be open to asking people questions, to to be discerning. Be discerning, okay? Be discerning, but don't let anyone stop you from getting to where you want to go. So that's a kind of a heavy a heavy Thursday journal with me session, but you can do it. Yes. Yes. An abundance box. Absolutely. Yes. All right. I'm going to end that for today. We didn't get to our massage today, but one of the things that you can do, which is part of of a of a body treatment for yourself. Uh, I talked about affirmations, patting yourself on the back, and affirming yourself. You want to hug yourself. We don't touch ourselves or give ourselves hugs, and touching ourselves is so important. So if you have the opportunity to give yourself a hug, okay, wrapping your arms around you as far as they can go, taking a step and giving yourself a hug, and you want to, just as someone were to hug you, you would be breathe in and out. Squeeze your arms or your back, wherever, how far your arms can reach. Give yourself a hug. Okay. Yes. 3 hugs a day are actually necessary. 3 hugs a day. Some, because touch is vital. Even shaking hands with someone, the touch, the energy. Hopefully, you are touched by someone who you're meeting. You can shake hands. You can hug. In our community, people hug one another. They're huggers, and it's so important. So, hug yourself. Hug yourself. Affirm yourself so that you can keep moving forward, taking those small steps to get what you want, not limiting your belief of who you want, who you are, or what you want. All right. Much love to you. I'll see you again. And for those who are seeing this in the future, thank you. Please like, subscribe, share, and ring the notification bell. Let people know about all these resources that I talked about so that they can live their best life. All right. Much love to you. I'll see you next Tuesday. God bless.